In lesson number 18, we're going to learn a new symbol called the natural sign. A natural sign is another accidental. We have flats and sharps, but then a natural sign is used to cancel a key signature accidental. So if I have a flat that affects every, let's say, B in the whole piece, if I want to play B natural, I have to write the natural sign. So let's start off by writing our name at the top of the page, and we're going to learn how to draw natural signs. So I like to think of the natural sign as an L and a 7 combined together. Okay, so I have that little box, and you might practice just drawing a couple of natural signs up here just so you get used to it. So it's used to cancel a sharp or flat in the key signature. So the thing that you remember about sharps and flats is that they remain in effect for an entire measure. So if I have a B flat at the beginning of a measure and I have that flat sign, every B in that measure is affected by that flat sign. Okay? The bar line starts over. So it works the same way with naturals. When you cancel a accidental in the key signature, every note after in that measure is also canceled. So here's an example. This key signature is B flat. So this note will be a B flat, even though I don't have a flat sign. When I get to a bar line, I start over, except for the key signature applies for the whole thing. So if I have a natural sign on this note, that would be B natural. So it cancels the flat in the key signature. It also means that any natural in that measure is affected. So this would be natural as well. When I get to a bar line, it cancels that natural sign, so this becomes B flat again. C, I've got a natural sign, so if I want a B flat again, I have to draw a flat sign. So it's just kind of like a caps lock key on your keyboard. If I hit the caps lock key and I'm typing, everything is going to be in uppercase until I turn it off. The only way to turn off a natural sign or an accidental is with a bar line, okay, or to do it manually. All right, let's write the note names in these blanks. So we're drawing a flat sign on all notes affected by the key signature, or a natural sign on all key signature notes that are canceled by a natural. All right, pretty simple. So here's my key signature, and remember, I'm always going to just write those letter names at the beginning just so I can reinforce which ones they are. 3 flats, always B, E, and A in that order. All right, here's an A. Key signature makes that an A flat. My natural sign cancels that A, so this is an A natural, G, A. Since I had a natural sign here, it affects this note too, so that's an A natural. This is a D, not in the key signature, so regular D. Here's an A. Now, is it A natural or A flat? Remember, I crossed a bar line, so that key signature goes back into effect, A flat. F, G, not affected by the key signature. Here's a high A. Now the natural cancels that A flat in the key signature. E is flat, yeah. D, and here's another A. Is that A flat from the key signature? No, it is not, because that natural remains in effect. So I'm just going to write a natural sign. Here's an E. That's a key signature note, yeah. Here's an A natural, because I have that natural sign that cancels the key signature. Here's a B. That's my first B flat from the key signature. And here's an A. I had to put that flat sign if I wanted an A flat. Okay, so just learning how the natural sign works and how it affects a key signature note is really important. Let's move on to the second half of lesson number 18, and basically a note speller. So you know how this works. We're going to utilize our key signature here. First thing we're going to do is write in our key signature notes. We use 3 flats a lot, B, E, and A. All right. So here is A. Key signature is A flat, A natural. We have to write our natural sign. Here's a B, flat in the key signature. Here's an A. Remember, your natural sign carries over, so A natural. Okay. D. Here's an A. Does your natural sign carry over? No, it doesn't, because you cross that bar line, so that would become an A flat again. Here's an A. There's no natural sign, so that's A flat again. G, bar line, okay. E, flat is in the key signature. A, natural. Here's a B, flat in the key signature. Here's an A, and the flat sign is there for you. All right. Let's go ahead and finish this one, and then you can go back and write in your fingerings later. So number 13, let's start off by just writing in our key signature notes. Okay. It's often very helpful for you to write that in at the beginning of a piece of music, just so you reinforce not all the A's are going to be flat unless you have an accidental instance. Okay. Number 13, this is A. Notice the key signature does not say A flat, so it's just A. Then I have an A flat. Then I have a B flat. Now, here's an A. Is it A natural? Nope. Not the key signature, but because I have an accidental in that measure, it is A flat. Let's keep going to the next measure. I have a D. Here's an A. Is it A flat in the key signature? No. I don't have to put a natural sign if it's not in the key signature. You can if you want to, but you don't really have to. Here's an A flat because I have an accidental. Here's a G. Here's an E flat in the key signature. Here's an A. Does that accidental I had in the previous measure here carry through? Nope, because we passed a bar line. So A is natural in the key signature. Here's B flat, and here is A. I have an accidental, so I have to write A flat. So after you've done that, writing in all the correct note names all the way through there, go back through and write in your fingerings. Okay, color in the dots, or trombone players circle the slide position that you're going to use for each one of those notes. Okay, this gets really tricky because you have a lot of naturals and you have a lot of accidentals, so you may have to kind of look up some of those notes. So if you don't know what a B natural is by now, you might have to look that up to figure out what your key is for B natural, or your key is for A flat. So, or your slide position for all of those three. But go back through and make sure that you do that, because that's very, very important. So when you're reading music, you know how to finger or which position those notes are in.